Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream. Do, 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 shaboom.
Jeff Caden, a retrospective. Sit back and relax as we take you on a little journey, celebrating a truly great international figure who has impacted not only individual lives, but has been responsible for some of the most groundbreaking and important moments in our history.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've always really admired Jeff for his political activism that I knew about, but I had no idea how involved he really was.
Yeah, it's incredible. Who would have known?
It's crazy.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for
my good friend Jeff Caden.
Jeff's influence in music and visual arts is unprecedented. In large and small ways, he has profoundly impacted the art world across the globe.
Yeah, Jeff, what a guy. Oh my god, all the stuff he's done.
I had no idea. I mean, I knew about the photography.
Right.
I had no idea about all the fine art stuff. When I was living in Chicago, I feel like I saw some reflections of his contributions, like in the museums.
Right. Yeah, I've seen that too. And in music, and he's just everywhere.
It's pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'll try to make this the last question I ask about the past and about the Beatles. You must watch what your former colleagues are doing, and do you derive satisfaction from it? Are you happy for their successes?
Yeah. One of my biggest inspirations you may not be aware of, my colleague Jeffrey Caden. One of the biggest inspirations the Beatles could ever imagined. I could go on and on about him, but what a good. One of the biggest inspirations for the Beatles.
Help! I need somebody. Help! Not just anybody. Help! You know I need someone. Help!
Some of you may remember Jeff Caden's influence and involvement in the sports arena. Time well spent in professional golf. In fact, Tiger Woods is quoted as saying, Jeff taught him everything he knows. It was Jeff, not Tiger's father. And the pole vaulting? Well, let's just watch.
It wasn't promising at first with the whole pole vaulting thing.
No, it wasn't.
No.
But then all of a sudden it came out of nowhere. He practiced and practiced, kept practicing, and he made it all the way to the top. Unbelievable. I couldn't even believe it.
Oh boy, here we go. This
He's
is
been preparing
all the marbles here.
He's been preparing for a long time for this.
Jeffrey Caden is up for the gold medal jump.
Okay, here he goes. God, imagine what he's thinking right now.
Oh my gosh,
here he goes. This is it, boys and girls.
Here he goes.
Oh my gosh.
Pole vault's in the ground.
He's up and over. Jeff Caden.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's
He did
unbelievable. Wow. Look at him. He's going nuts.
Well, yeah, he just won the gold medal.
After the gold medal, Jeff's celebrity status skyrocketed. From tabloids to television, the media could not get enough.
You had a difficult childhood. Most people know that, but they don't know the particulars.
Well, that's a good question, Barbara. I mean, everybody's got a childhood. Went to Hebrew school on Sundays. And my mom and sisters were gone a lot. But it was overall a good childhood. I practiced my pole vaulting, and I spoke a little Spanish show.
I want to talk about the whole business of your being biracial. When you think of yourself, do you think I'm black, I'm white, I'm neither? What?
Well, Barbara, that's a very interesting question. So some days I feel black. Some days I feel Jewish. Some days I feel Hindu. But I never feel white.
Okay. When you were growing up, your sister was on the streets. Your sister was a prostitute. Did you know?
Wow. Wow, that's a good question. But you know what? They're all prostitutes. And I'm proud of it. You know, Barbara, in life, what makes you happy? You just got to go with the flow. And they're working the streets. My sisters, my mom, and you know what? They're making pretty good money, and they're happy. And that's what really matters in life. But yeah, they got it going on. You know, it's all good.
Jeff was flying high, but then, in 1985, Jeff went off the deep end, literally, and hit rock bottom. All could have been lost.
You know, after the accident, Jeff was gone for a long time. He was lost in the woods for weeks. I mean, we didn't really see much of him. We were pretty worried, but I think, you know, sometimes life's biggest tragedies can end in positive things. You know, I think Jeff really found something at that point in his life.
Well, found something? I mean, Jeff, he's the guy who always loses things, like, you know, his keys, his computer, his golf balls.
That's
his
true.
Jacket, his whatever.
That's true, but I think that he did find inner peace. That's what I'm talking about.
Jeff's downfall sparked enlightenment. He learned discipline, self-control, and the power of deep thought. After spending time on a higher plane, Jeff had a vision. He needed to find his soulmate. The quest began. Jeff's journey led him across continents, and finally, he found true love.
Till the one day when the lady met this fellow, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch, that this group must somehow form a family. That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch, the Brady Bunch. That's the way we became the Brady Bunch.
Life could be a dream if I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, and open, we'll meet again, boom. Ding dong, ding dong, a lang, a lang, a lang. Oh, whoa, whoa, pip, a bip, a do, a dip. Oh, life could be a dream. If only all my precious plans would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you, life could be a dream, sweetheart.
Every time I look at you,